Aubrey, you got a minute? What did you do with my work bag? Did you throw it away again?
Huh? I don't know. Why do you always suspect me of something?
Because you're always throwing my stuff away. You burned all the books and CDs from my bookshelf in the yard. You cut all the clothes from my closet into tiny pieces and threw them in the trash. It would be weirder if I didn't doubt you.
Do you seriously need to remember every little detail? Oh, you're so cringy.
Never mind that. What did you do with my bag? All the documents for today's meeting were in there.
I threw it in the garbage at the neighborhood collection point on my way to volleyball practice this morning. If you don't hurry up and start sifting through the trash, the garbage truck will come and collect it.
What? Why would you do something like that?
Well, since you're a garbage dad, all of your personal belongings are garbage too. All I did was take out the garbage. If anything, you should be thanking me for being such a delightful daughter.
I don't know how you reached that conclusion. I'm fully aware that you hate me. To a degree, I've basically given up on you because I know you're going through a rebellious phase. But don't get carried away. I draw a line at throwing away my belongings.
Huh? Is the piece of garbage trying to say something to me? How dare you, you ugly, good-for-nothing piece of trash. You're the one who's getting carried away. In fact, I'm gonna tell Mom about this. You won't be getting any supper this evening.
It's no wonder you grew up to have such a wicked nature with your mom Chrissy enabling you by taking your side every time. But you're 15 years old now. It's time you stop behaving like such an immature brat. You do understand the difference between right and wrong, don't you?
Surely taking out the trash is a good thing. I do wish I could toss you in there along with it, but unfortunately I'm stuck with you.
If you're so intent on carrying out your malicious pranks, I have a couple of ideas on my own.
You think I'm scared of being threatened by garbage? Don't make me laugh. More importantly, I have morning volleyball practice now, so stop bothering me. Actually, just don't message me at all, garbage dad, okay?
Hey, Aubrey! What the hell is going on?
Oh, don't you dare talk to me. Did you not understand what don't message me at all means? Oh, you're so annoying.
Believe me, I'm not messaging you because I want to. But no matter how many times I message your mom, she does nothing but ignore me. So I had no choice but to message you instead. Now tell me, what the hell is going on? Why have all my belongings been tossed out in the yard? Not just that, but it looks like they got thrown out of the second floor window. My expensive speakers have been smashed to pieces. What's more, my keys don't work anymore and I can't get in the house. Did your mother change the locks?
Obviously, you no longer have the right to live in the same house as us. Me and Mom will be living just the two of us from now on.
Stop screwing me around, Aubrey. I know you both hate me, but this is taking it too far. You tossed all my stuff out in the yard. I can't get into my own house. Where the hell did you expect me to sleep? On a park bench?
Not my problem. But now that you mention it, a park bench would be perfect for a piece of garbage like you. Why don't you just go stay with your mistress?
My mistress? I don't know what you mean.
Don't play dumb. Mom told me all about your sordid behavior. You've been having an affair.
What? Me? Having an affair?
There's always a different lie. You have overtime or you're going drinking with a friend. You're cheating on Mom, aren't you? Mom said she saw you walking around with another woman. You can't worm your way out of it this time. Oh, you're the worst! I feel sick just knowing that you're my dad. I wish we weren't related. You're such a piece of trash. I wish the garbage collectors would put you in their truck and get rid of you once and for all.
Just slow down a minute. I'm not having an affair.
Oh, shut up. No one believes you, liar. I don't need a garbage dad like you.
Okay, I'll leave then. I'm not your real dad anyway.
Huh?
I've tolerated you for so long, but there's no need for me to keep up the charade anymore. If you two don't like me, then you're the ones who should leave. In any case, the pair of you are nothing but strangers to me.
Wait a sec. What does that mean? You're not my real dad?
I thought it would be in your best interest if you didn't know, so I kept quiet about it all this time. But the guy Chrissy cheated on me with is your real dad.
What? The guy Mom cheated on you with? Stop lying. You're the one who's having an affair. Stop trying to deflect responsibility.
That's the lie Chrissy brainwashed you with. I've never had an affair. There's also no evidence whatsoever to suggest that I have. On the contrary, there is evidence that proves Chrissy's affair. It was over 10 years ago now, but I kept hold of all the proof.
You've got to be lying. Mom wouldn't have an affair. She's not like that.
You were 1 year old when I discovered what she was up to. She'd been seeing her ex-boyfriend from her student days behind my back. Not only did she know you weren't my child, but she kept quiet about it and let me carry on thinking you were. Both of our families got dragged into the drama when it got out, and things got seriously messy. Both sides fought it out in a battle of epic proportions. I want a divorce! I don't want a divorce!
If it's like you say, and Mom really did cheat on you, and the guy she cheated on you with is my real dad, why did you stay with her this whole time? Why didn't you divorce her?
Well, to tell you the truth, it was because of you. Both mine and Chrissy's parents were opposed to the divorce. They insisted that the child shouldn't suffer the sins of the mother. They said that because I had already raised you for a year, you were as good as my own daughter. They somehow persuaded me to overlook what your mom did to me and continue raising you as my own. I was young back then, and I foolishly thought that I probably bore some responsibility for her drifting away from me. I did as our parents told me, and decided to try and rebuild the relationship for your sake.
That really happened? You did that for me?
But it was a total failure. Chrissy mistook my willingness to fix the relationship as forgiveness for what she did, and got completely carried away. She seemed to forget the fact that she cheated on me in the first place, and actually had the nerve to blame me for trying to divorce her. She took revenge by filling your head with lies about me. To top it all off, she tried to destroy your image of me once and for all by spearing me with cheating accusations. As a result, I've been treated like garbage by the pair of you for longer than I even remember. And now my personal belongings are getting thrown away, even though I was originally the victim in all this. I won't tolerate it anymore.
I had no idea about any of this. It's not like I remember being 1 year old. How was I supposed to know everything Mom said about you was lies?
It's true. There's no way you could have known. She brainwashed you from a young age, after all. It's only natural for a girl of that age to be close to her mother. That said, does your ignorance justify everything you've done to me? You're old enough to understand the difference between right and wrong now.
But
Don't bother. I'm done listening to your excuses. I have no intention of forgiving you, no matter what you say. These 14 years were a complete waste of time. Working like a dog while being abused by my cheating wife and a kid who's not even mine. I really am a sucker for putting up with it for so long. But no more. Goodbye.
no, wait! Where are you going?
I'll be staying at a hotel for the time being until I get my thoughts together. My belongings are all either broken or caked in mud, so I can't use any of them. My key no longer works, so I can't get into the house.
Just wait a minute. I'll come and let you in. Wait, please, let's just talk about this. Come home!
There's nothing for us to talk about. Besides, why would I want to live in a house with garbage like you and your mom in it? It's not the kind of place I could call home. I'll be making the necessary arrangements for the house, too.
The necessary arrangements? What does that mean?
It means I'm selling it. The house itself, the land it's built on, the furniture, everything.
What? Why?
Because I'm divorcing Chrissy, which means the two of you, being complete strangers, will be obliged to get out. A big detached house like that is too big for me to live in on my own. Plus, the place is full of nothing but bad memories for me. So it's not exactly somewhere I feel like staying. I'm gonna sell it and move away.
You mean you're gonna kick me and Mom out on the streets? You'd go that far? Really? Where are we supposed to go if you kick us out? Are you saying we should sleep on a park bench?
Not my problem. Although now that you mention it, a park bench would be perfect for two pieces of garbage like you. Could always just go to Chrissy's parents' place, though. Since they're the sort of people who'd overlook their daughter's unfaithfulness and force me to tolerate a relationship that was clearly against my best interests, I'm sure they'll be more than ready to take full responsibility for you both.
But Grandma's house is in the middle of nowhere. I'd have to hop between about 5 different trains and buses to make it that far. There won't be any good schools, and I won't even be able to go shopping. Plus, I don't want to switch schools now. I like the one I'm at.
It's not like I'm saying you have to go live out in the sticks if it's inconvenient for you. If you don't want to do that, living with your mom, just the two of you, is always an option. Your mother is unemployed, though. So granted, your standard of living will drop dramatically. And far from just having to quit volleyball club, the chances of you even being able to go to high school would be slim.
Both options sound awful. No, I don't want to. Please, I'm begging you to come back. I'll never call you a garbage dad again. I'll never say anything mean at all. I'll be the perfect daughter. I might not be your real daughter, but you did raise me as your own for a whole 15 years. Surely that means we have a special bond. Would you really abandon your daughter like this?
I've never felt a particularly strong bond with you, so I really would. All I'm doing is throwing away my garbage ex-wife and her piece of trash daughter like the human waste you are. Just like how you've treated me all these years.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I won't be showing my face at the house for a while. I'll be making the preparations for the divorce and the selling of the house from the hotel. I suggest the two of you get your things together and get out.
Please wait. I'm sorry. I've treated you awfully. I'll never talk back to you again, I swear. Please just come back. I'm begging you, Dad.
Don't call me that. It makes me sick. After that, I put together some essential belongings and booked a room in a nearby hotel. My inbox was full of desperate messages from Aubrey and Chrissy begging me to come back, but I put my phone on mute and ignored them all. 3 days later, I called Chrissy and told her to meet at a nearby family restaurant, where I handed her the divorce papers. She broke down in tears, got on her knees, and apologized profusely while screaming, "Please forgive me!" But I told her if she didn't sign the papers, I'd take her to court, at which point she reluctantly scribbled her signature while crying floods of tears. In later discussions, we agreed to cancel out any child support payments as compensation for her breaking and ruining all my stuff. On top of that, I also plan on getting as much money as possible out of her for the property damage. Chrissy took Aubrey and moved in with her parents. Before we said goodbye forever, Aubrey clung to me as she cried, "No! I want to live with Dad!" But I remained quiet, shook her off, and saw the two of them out of my house for good. After I sold the house, I cut all ties with my own parents too. I bought a fairly large apartment not too far from work, and now I'm living my life there entirely as I see fit, in tranquil peace and quiet.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Oi, Pip, you goddamn useless moron. What do you think you're playing at? Just because you're my wife doesn't mean you get to act like this. Where the heck did you go?
Jesus Christ, Casey, when are you going to stop speaking to me like this? You have the charm of an octopus. I'm in my room, if you must know. I'm sorry, but I didn't make any supper tonight.
Huh? What did you just say? You mean I have to cook my own supper again? You left all your dirty pots in the sink this morning, too, didn't you? And that's not all. You don't even come to the front door to greet me when I get home from a long, exhausting day at work. What the hell kind of wife are you? You're a failure as a woman.
I'm really sorry, Casey. My stomach feels so heavy these days, and it's hard to move around.
Oh, look, here we go again, using the pregnancy as an excuse, just like you always do, huh?
I'm only 1 month out. Are you really gonna hold this against me? I don't see how this is my fault.
You treat pregnancy like it's a goddamn illness. So what, you got a baby inside you. Want a medal? Being pregnant is not an excuse to get out of fulfilling your womanly duties to me, the man of this house. What's it gonna take for you to understand?
I never said pregnancy was an illness, Casey, but at the same time, it can be pretty damn debilitating. I mean, I am twice the size I was 8 months ago.
How dare you? Do not answer me back. I'll get my sister to make me some supper over at my folks' house. You pathetic excuse for a wife.
Fine.
Fine. Fine. That is no way to talk to your husband and the man of this house. The correct response is, "Yes, sir, I'm sorry, sir." And don't you forget it. Not only have you completely stopped doing the housework ever since you got pregnant, you've also turned into such a goddamn lard ass it'd probably take a crane to get you out of the house. You're supposed to be my wife, but you don't even turn me on anymore. You think having my baby holed up in there gives you the right to treat me however you want, don't you? God damn, it really is true what they say. Women become the most arrogant creatures on earth the moment they get a bun in the oven. Damn, my buddies had always warned me, but I never thought I'd actually experience it for real. You make me sick.
Hey, Casey. How's my favorite big brother doing today? I just got done cooking breakfast. Do you want to head over and chow down?
Sup, Carla? You're the best. I was literally just about to message you to see if you had anything frying. Man, I'm starved.
I thought you might be. Damn. So that means she didn't make you any breakfast again? Pip is really slacking on her housework duties these days. It's just like you said.
No kidding. Looks like the lazy bitch finally washed the pots after she ate breakfast this morning and laid my work clothes ironed out and ready on the sofa after I called her out on her laziness yesterday. But I still ain't happy. That useless good-for-nothing didn't even polish my shoes. Can you believe she didn't even cook me any breakfast? Man, I don't even know why I married this woman. Imagine not even being able to do the basics.
Right? I don't know who she thinks she is. She must be one of those pregnant women who thinks the world should bend over backwards for her the moment the sperm hits the egg.
Gah, you know, Carla, I think you might be right. Damn it. All right, I'ma put my slacks on and head over. See you soon, sis.
All right, cool. I'll be waiting with your breakfast.
God damn it, are you serious? You didn't come to greet me when I came home from work again! What's all this crap on the living room floor? The house is a mess! And where's my supper? God damn, woman, my patience with you is about to reach its limits. You're walking on thin ice, I tell you. Thin ice.
Welcome home, Casey.
That ain't good enough. I want to see you rush over to greet me with a smile the second I walk through the front door. When I come home, it should be like God himself arrived.
I'm so sorry, Casey, but I really can't do everything like I used to before I got pregnant. I do as much of the housework as I can when I'm able to move, but a lot of the time, it's hard to even get out of bed. Won't you just give me a break, please?
God damn it. I'll have to head over to my folks' place again tonight for my sis to cook me supper. But don't think I'm letting you get away with this, woman. You're in trouble now. Big trouble. Hey, Carla. Sorry to trouble you so late again.
It's fine, silly. Besides, when did you ever apologize for anything? I had a feeling this would happen again, so I made enough food for a small army.
Now that's my sister. I sure as heck wish that goddamn useless wife of mine would learn a thing or two from you. If she took a leaf out of your book, I'd never go hungry again. At this rate, I'm worried if she'll even be able to do her job as a mom. If she can't make my supper, welcome me home from work, or massage my feet on time, how the hell is she gonna raise a kid? Not only that, but she turned into a big fat pig ever since she stopped doing housework. I swear she's always either on the sofa or in bed stuffing her face. I'm eating for two, she says. To what, whales? I get that women's bellies get a little bigger when they get pregnant, but hers looks like a frickin' hot air balloon. And not only that, but her belly ain't the only place the rolls are appearing. I'm worried we're gonna need a crane to move her soon. She used to be so hot, and her style was great. I mean, I liked the girl enough to want to marry her, for crying out loud. But now, I could take a truckload of Viagra and it still wouldn't get me in the mood for porking that ham beast. I have no choice. I'm gonna have to force her to start going to the gym after the baby's born.
Hey, Casey, just a little suggestion.
What is it?
Isn't it time you taught that unruly wife of yours a lesson?
Huh?
Isn't it time you showed her how sick and tired you are of her behavior with action instead of words? She obviously has no intention of doing what you tell her, so isn't it time you held her feet to the fire? She'll start thinking you're all bark and no bite if you don't back up the things you say.
Damn, I think you might be right. Did you have something in mind?
kinda did, actually. You're angry with her because she's constantly lazing around and barely lifts a finger around the house, right? So why not introduce penalties for her not doing her chores? You know, like forcing her to jog around the block for not vacuuming or forcing her to do 500 push-ups for not washing the dishes. I think you get the gist. Dad did always say a good training routine is the best way to keep a woman in check.
Oh my God. Carla, you're a genius. You know what? It's my day off work tomorrow, so I'm gonna go give her first little penalty right now. Thanks, sis. You're the best.
Huh? Like right now? Casey, what is going on? This isn't fair. Why did you bundle me into the truck and dump me out here in the middle of nowhere? Why would you dump me out in the mountains like this? There are frickin' bears and mountain lions out here, and it's pitch black. I can't see a frickin' thing. You do know I'm 8 months pregnant, don't you?
I left you there precisely because I know, you goddamn bird brain.
Huh?
It might not feel like it, but I'm doing this out of love. I only want what's best for you, babe. You've turned into such a degenerate lard beast lately, you barely even deserve to be a mother anymore. I knew that if I didn't take drastic action, you'd reach the point of no return, and I'd have to leave you. It was either this or divorce. This is my way of redisciplining you as your husband and the master of the household.
Redisciplining me?
Now listen up. First of all, I want you to walk home from the top of that mountain.
What?
Quit acting like an invalid, babe. You used to be on the track and field team back in high school, and you could run with the best of them. If you can pluck up the courage to actually start moving, I'm sure this is going to be a walk in the park.
What are you talking about? Are you serious?
I'm as serious as a serious guy. Oh! And don't even think for 1 second about trying to call for help. I went out of my way to think of this training regimen, so you better not screw it up. If you call for help, we're getting a divorce. All right, I just got home. I'm waiting for you, babe. It's nice and warm, and I have potato chips. You can do this.
Oh my God, Casey. This isn't normal behavior. What the hell's gotten into you? I barely recognize you anymore. You are not the man I married.
Hey, Carla, good morning. Sorry to spring this on you again on such short notice, but you think maybe I could get some breakfast again this morning? I just woke up.
Sure, I guess I don't mind. By the way, where did you go last night? You bundled Pip into the truck and drove off somewhere after we stopped messaging, didn't you? I could see you from my bedroom window.
Yep, I took her somewhere isolated for a little training after your genius suggestion inspired me.
Wow, are you kidding? You went out literally straight after I sent the message? In the middle of the night?
Sure, of course I did. There's no time like the present. I told the worthless fat pig I was tossing her in the garbage where she belongs and abandoned her at the side of the road on the peak of the highest mountain in Colorado.
Wow. Now that's my brother, a man of his word. You have to respect a guy who's not afraid to take action.
Well, something had to be done. You know, the mountains are way further than I thought they were. You look on Google Maps and it's just a few centimeters of space. But when you actually go out and drive it for real, man, you have no idea how tired I was when I got back to the house at 3 a.m. I think I might have to go for a second round of sleep after breakfast. Hey, Pip. What the heck are you playing at? How have you still not made it home? How long do you think it's been since I dumped you on that mountain? I'll bet you're taking so long because you get out of breath every 5 minutes from being so fat. Is that it? Or are you just being lazy? Gah, you really are useless. I should have given you a time limit. Is it too late to add one now? I mean, I make the rules, so I guess I could. All right, you have to make it back home in the next hour. If you go over, even by 1 second, I'll take you straight back up the mountain tomorrow and you can redo it.
Casey, where are you right now?
Huh? A few of my buddies invited me out drinking, and we're out bar hopping in town right now. Why?
You need to get back to the house right now.
Can't it wait till tomorrow? I came out tonight fully intending to vent about my bitch wife while getting blackout drunk by knocking back copious amounts of beer with the boys until the early hours.
This isn't the time for that. You have to come home. Jeffrey Bigglesworth, the president of Dad's company, just stormed into our house with the most menacing look on his face.
Huh? Dad's company president? What the hell does he want?
Dad just got fired because you abandoned your heavily pregnant wife on a mountaintop in the middle of the night.
What? Why the hell would the president of Dad's company be involved in my and my wife's private affairs? This makes no sense.
I don't understand very well either, but the bottom line is you need to come home right now.
What the hell is going on there? Pip? What in the goddamn Lord's name is going on here? Why would you divorce me like this all of a sudden? I know our baby was born too, bitch. Why didn't you tell me? Why did I have to find out through ringing the hospital, goddamn ya?
Do you really still not understand why all of this is happening, Casey? Did Dad's CEO, Jeff's explanation, not clear up all the confusion, or do you need me to spell it out like you're a 6-year-old?
I understand why you might be slightly pissed off with me, but I have no idea why any of this means my dad would get fired.
Okay, allow me to explain exactly what happened that day. I reached out to an old friend for help after you abandoned me on that mountaintop in the middle of the night. Jeff, Dad's company president, is my friend's husband. They say every cloud has a silver lining, and he was mine. It turns out my friend and Jeff live pretty close to the mountain you dumped me on. They rushed out as quickly as they could when I told them what had happened. But while I was waiting, my water broke and I started going into labor. They rushed me to the maternity hospital as soon as they found me, and thankfully I made it in time.
Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. How come no one told me about any of this?
Because I asked my friend and your dad's boss not to say anything to you and requested that they contact no one except my family.
What? But why? I'm your husband. I should have been the first person you contacted.
Why would I contact you when you're the one who abandoned me on a mountain in the middle of the night while I was heavily pregnant in the name of discipline? I can't trust you, and quite frankly, the thought of allowing you anywhere near my baby is frankly quite terrifying. Like hell I was gonna let you be there for the birth.
Oh my God. But still, don't you think divorce is overdoing it a little? I mean, geez, talk about overreacting. Can't we just talk this through like mature, responsible adults before making hasty decisions in the heat of the moment? Don't throw away what we have.
Actually, Casey, you told me you'd divorce me if I asked anyone for help when you dumped me on the mountain, so I'm just following through on your promise. Congrats, you got what you wanted. I failed the task, and I am clearly still just as undisciplined as ever, right? I called my friend, so divorce is the only option.
No, well, I didn't quite mean it like that.
Sure you did. I'm leaving the rest to my lawyer. If you have anything else to say to me from now on, it goes through him.
Your lawyer? No way, you've got to be kidding me.
I never want to see you, your sister, or your dad again for as long as I live.
But why?
You have the comprehension skills of a sack of potatoes. How do you still not get it?
Quit trying to be clever and just explain what you mean.
This is exactly the problem.
What is?
I won't be coming home again. I am taking our son, and we're going to live with my parents out in the country. I'll arrange for someone to come and pick up my belongings and bring them out to us. So make sure you don't touch any of my stuff. I want everything left exactly as it is.
Pip! Carla, you fool, what have you done? It looks like Pip is about to divorce me because of you.
What? Because of me?
If you didn't make that dumb suggestion to teach Pip a lesson by abandoning her on the top of a mountain, none of this crap would be happening.
Don't put words in my mouth, asshole. That is not what I said. All I did was suggest you start imposing minor penalties if she kept giving you problems by making her walk short distances to your house every now and then. I did not tell you to make her start from the top of a frickin' mountain in the middle of the night.
Well, those two things are pretty similar.
Bullshit, they couldn't be more different. Anyway, Dad got fired because of your moronic behavior. How are you gonna make this right, Casey? And how did Dad even get involved in this anyway?
Apparently, Dad's company president is Pip's friend's husband. The friend she called to pick her up from the mountain after I left her there.
What?
Dad was in full agreement on your suggestion to teach Pip a little lesson, right? That went for the whole mountain thing, too. He seemed to be on board with the idea, right? He knows how important it is to keep a bitch in line, and if he wanted to stop me, he could have easily. He told me how he always used to shoot the shit with some of the guys at work about how modern men are becoming weak and have let women get out of control. He said it was time for society to take the red pill. The problem is Dad's company sells childcare supplies, and Jeff, the CEO, thought that if any of this got out, his company's image would totally be destroyed. Apparently, Dad had already been warned 7 times at work for making offensive remarks about women, and this was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Oh my God, seriously?
And he's not the only one. I got fired too. You see, Pip used to work at our company and she knows like half the staff. I think that might be why when I went back, everyone was super cold and hostile towards me. God damn it, what are you gonna do to fix this, Carla? What was I supposed to have done? I just wanted to discipline my wife, god damn it.
While me and Casey were married, I never had a mother-in-law. Apparently, his mom passed away when he was 8 from a terminal illness, and ever since, he and his sister were raised by their single dad. Based on the stories Casey told me, his mom sounded super kind, caring, and compassionate. I wonder if she hadn't fallen ill, whether things would have turned out differently between us. While thinking about the possibility in the back of my mind, I focused on getting the divorce proceedings over and done with, and within a month, I was once again newly single with a freshly deposited wad of compensation and child support money in my bank account. As for what happened to my ex-husband and his family after that, apparently all of them got laid off at the same time and are still struggling to find work. I got almost 2 identical messages the other day from Casey and his sister Carla, both begging for money in pathetic desperation. Needless to say, they weren't getting a cent out of me, so I requested they take all further contact through my lawyer before blocking them and taking another sip of my pumpkin latte. I'm thinking of changing my number soon too, just in case. Thanks for watching, folks. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to prove what a boss you are by liking and subscribing. Did you think Casey got what he deserved? We'd love to hear what you think in the comments. See you next time.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.